Calvin Castine in beautiful downtown Shazy. We're at Riley Ford, one of my favorite places to stop into. Back, about 35 years ago, I used to stop here, and Marge used to hand me a check for my Riley Ford Comets basketball team. Bet you didn't know that, did you?
No, didn't know any of that.
We're here because we're talking about a big event coming up in the first Sunday in June of 2011. But before we do that, I want to talk about an event that happened in May of 2011, and I want to find out who I'm talking with.
I'm Joy Van Leuven, General Manager of Riley Ford. The event Calvin's talking about, through the month of May, Riley Ford is donating $50 for every vehicle that we sell to St. Mary's School as a fundraiser for them. So we still have a few days left for May, so anybody who wants to help out St. Mary's School, absolutely stop by. And if you purchase a vehicle from us, we're going to send an additional $50 to St. Mary's School. So we've already raised thousands of dollars for the month, so we're really trying to hit a big number for them because we feel it's important that the schools stay open.
Well, we certainly appreciate that as a St. Mary's alumnus, and all my kids and some of my grandkids and so on have attended there. So we appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And who we have over this side?
I'm Katie Page. I interned here this past semester for Plattsburgh State School. I decided to help them out with this big event. I am basically the coordinator for Riley Ford for it, and I'm working with Nancy Vesco from Shazy School to get this all pulled together for June 5th.
Oh, so you're a winter intern?
Yes, yep.
Are you graduating, or?
I graduated actually this past Saturday on the 21st.
And you came back here anyway?
I did. I came back to finish it out.
And when will you finish it out? You're going to finish out this
Yeah, June
fundraiser?
5th will be my last day when we finally pull it all together and hopefully it all comes out good.
So you want to put this on your resume then?
Yes, yep.
Professor, I think the professor's still waiting. No, just kidding. No, but actually, Katie has done a lot of work for this Drive One for Your School event. It's a lot of coordinating, a lot of legwork behind the scenes. She's done a fantastic job, and she, like she said, she did graduate this past Saturday. So we're really happy that she is staying and gonna see the project through because she's pretty excited about it. And we're excited too because raising the money for Shazy School.
This banner, I can just say on both sides. So
Yes.
So take a test drive, earn up to $6,000 for your school.
Right. What it is, it's a program through Ford Motor Company. It's called Drive One for Your School. So Ford Motor Company partners with the dealership and then a school of our choosing. So obviously we chose our local school.
Shazy Central Rural School.
Shazy Central Rural School. That's a tongue twister. And the event is on June 5th. And it's from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. And the way the fundraiser works is for every test drive that we get at the school, Ford Motor Company is going to donate $20 per test drive. And then additionally, they've got a bonus drive going on right now. If you drive a 2012 Focus, because it's all brand new, totally different, redesigned. If you drive a 2012 Focus after you originally drove your test drive, they will give them another $10. So you can actually, the school can actually earn now up to $8,000 for the clubs that they have chosen, and Katie knows the clubs that they have chosen.
All right. And she will tell us that from memory here.
Yes.
No notes.
The clubs that they have chosen are Yearbook, SAD, Students Against Destructive Decisions, as well as their Model UN group and their Drama Club. So we've got 4 groups working with us now.
So the students will be there on Sunday, June 5th?
Yep, we've got some students from each group that will be attending. Probably not all of them, unfortunately, but a good majority of them will be there, and we're hoping that they'll have brochures or a little information booth per group to let us know what they're all about and what they do with their school.
Okay, and the students, besides with their brochures, will they be assisting with the car keys? And
Yep, they'll be assisting us with the registration table and signing everybody out. There'll be a couple of raffles there as well, 2 $50 cash prizes from Riley Ford, as well as a $100 Best Buy card that Ford Motor Company will give us. And along with that, they're also having a car wash. 2 of the groups are getting together to do a car wash. So when you drop off your car to get in another one, they'll be washing it. It'll be all nice and clean for you to drive away.
If you want it washed.
Yeah, if you want it washed. If you don't, that's fine.
While you're driving away, they'll wash your car, then hand you a
Yeah.
be $20 for the car wash.
Yeah. And those will be done by donation, so nothing,
No
As-
obligation.
no obligations, no cost to come and help them out.
Okay, so how many cars will you have there? It seems like you're going to have to move a lot of vehicles over to the school.
We are. Katie and I were just discussing that this morning because right now actually we're having a fantastic year. So right now supply and demand is an issue. So we hope to have all the models that of our choice, of our choosing. We're going to have a 2012 Explorer, Focus, Fiesta. We're hoping to have some more Fusions in by then. And I think we'll probably do an Escape as well. So, and if you have any requests, let us know, and we'll make sure and have those there as well. Not going to have any Shelby Mustang GTs or anything like that for test drive. That would be fun, though. I don't think the police would like it, but that would be a fun idea. But the reason Ford Motor Company does the Drive One for Your School, obviously, is to raise the money, but the big reason they do it to raise the money for the school is that they know that extracurricular activities are very important to the students at the school, and that they find statistics prove when the students are involved in extracurricular activities, they're more committed to the school. They have a lot less time to get involved in other things that you don't really want them involved in. And it's very good for self-esteem and character, and just it's great for down the road for college, jobs, a lot of benefits to it. And Ford Motor Company, as we all know, is a huge believer in community, as are we. So it was a good partnership.
Okay, so there's no obligation. Nobody. I talked to your sales manager. I think it's his title, Tony Roberts.
Yes.
And he said nobody's going to be there twisting arms. They're just going to
Absolutely
be
not. It's a fun day.
just hand you the keys, ask you at the end to maybe fill out a little survey.
Yep.
But they're not there to try to.
Not
If you want to
there.
buy a car,
Yeah,
you're not going to say no.
yeah, we're going to say no.
no.
We're not going to say no, but it absolutely has nothing to do with us trying to sell you a vehicle. It totally, 100% is to provide a fun day and to raise some funds for the school. Obviously, they got to fill out the form, but that's so that Ford Motor Company can verify how many test drives you have. But absolutely, it's just a fun day for us to get involved with the community and raise some funds.
So at $20 a pop, you're going to need about 300 people to show up to hit the 3,000. So you're looking for to hit the 6,000. Excuse me. That's why she's here to keep me honest. To hit the $6,000 mark. So
Correct.
you need a lot of traffic. So
Yes.
husband shows up and the wife shows up. That's two people.
Well, that's a great question. That is a
thank
great
you.
question,
That's
Calvin.
great, yeah.
Because actually, it is per household.
Aha.
So it is per household. So husband and wife. So if you're living in the same household, I assume you are. That's one test drive. So we need a lot of people to show up and to help out the school. So just anybody from anywhere. I mean, you don't have to be from Shazy.
Right.
It's anybody can come. You can drive from Saranac, Plattsburgh, Redford, Lake Placid, Vermont. Katie's mom is actually coming over to help out, and they're from 3 hours away. So.
Wow.
Anybody can test drive the vehicle as long as they are over 18 years old and have a license.
18 or over. Or
18 or over,
18
yes.
or over,
And have a license.
Have a valid license.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. If you don't have a license.
Don't show up. Don't show up.
Okay.
You come and get with somebody. If you want to drive with somebody, you're more than welcome to, but you can't drive yourself, unfortunately.
So where are you from?
I'm from Groton, Vermont, actually, so it's over about half hour south of St. Johnsbury.
So right next to the New Hampshire border then?
Yes, yep.
That's a bit of a haul.
Yep, I came over to go to school, so I've been living over in Plattsburgh, but I'll be moving over here after school, so.
Right here? This is a nice spot right here.
Yeah, this building right here, now I'll be moving into Rouse's Point area, so.
Oh, I know where Rouse's Point is. It's got a lot of water there right now. You know?
Yes, unfortunately.
And more to come today on this May 26th.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you very much.
All right, a new page in the neighborhood. Okay, so again, it's just a chance to help the school. $6,000 or more if they.
Yep, up to 8 actually.
Yeah.
Up to 8,000.
Well, that 2012. What was the model you said they They get the bonus?
Oh, the 2012 Focus is the additional $10 per test drive. Yes.
So they can't drive that initially, they have to drive something else
They have to
then?
drive something else, then drive that to get the additional funds. Yes.
see. Now, everything you told me has been 2012, are there any 2011?
There are, as
vehicles?
in say, I'm used to saying the 2012 because we're thinking of the Focus and the bonus drive, but a lot of our models are 11 still as well. So it's kind of an interesting time of year. You have 2011s and 2012s coming in, coming out. So just a fun time.
Whatever happened in those old days where September, whatever, or early
Yeah.
October, all the models would come out?
That's what my dad wants to know too, because that was, when they all came out in September, and you had a big old time fashion open house and whatnot. And actually, when I came from college, it was still that. So that was back in the late '80s. Now that I'm dating myself, but a lot has changed since then.
Okay, you're dating yourself. Okay, well, have a good time. Yeah, well, Ford actually started something like this back in 1964 when I graduated. They came out with the 64 and a half Mustang.
That's exciting. That's way before me, Calvin.
I know that. I know that. I just, since I'm dating myself too.
exactly.
Don't tell my wife I'm dating myself. Okay. What else should we know about this? You'll have a couple days left to come and buy a car in May to help St. Mary's at $50.
Yep.
And even if you buy a car in May and you want to come test drive one on June 5th, you're more than
Oh,
welcome.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Want as many people as possible
yes.
to come over and test drive for us.
Yeah, and so is everybody telling their friends and relatives? And
That's the plan. Text them, email them, Facebook them. We have a Facebook page made up for it. Both Drive One for Your School has a page, as well as Shazy School has made a page. So
Riley
Facebook.
Ford has a page, so it's all over Facebook, and it's in all of our ads. It's everywhere. We're actually handing out some brochures as well, and we're putting the posters out this week as well, so that everybody is aware that it's June 5th. June 5th at Shazy Central School, 9 to 4.
yeah, it won't be here at Riley Ford. It's going to be up at the school.
Yes.
Will somebody go with the test driver, or they,
Yes. Yes, that
they
is
don't
one of the.
disappear with your car?
Yeah, exactly. Not so much around here, but in the bigger cities that would be an issue. So
One of those
yes.
Vermonters might come over.
Yeah, one of those Vermonters might come over and try and take a car. So yes. So, but like I said too, it's not any no intent by us to try and sell anybody a vehicle that day. It's just strictly to raise funds for the school.
Okay, now, how did this all come about? This is something that Ford is doing throughout the country at different areas, or?
This is a program that Ford has had for the past few years, and every year they say, we have it this year, and you can register to sign up because they only have so much money available, obviously, for this program. So the sooner you sign up, the better your chances are that you actually get to be one of the dealers to sponsor the program. And every year they tell us that they may not have it next year. So, and like I said, they've had it for the past few years, but it takes a ton of time, and that's where Katie came in, because I wanted to do it when it initially came out a few years ago, but it's very, 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 very time consuming, and a lot
That's
of
4
coordination.
berries.
There's a lot, because that's basically what she has worked on, and she's been here since January. So she's done, like I said, she's done a fantastic job. And time-wise, for me to do it, was, and do it well. And Calvin, we don't like to do things unless we're going to do them well. And our goal is to raise a lot of money for
Yeah,
them.
that's right.
So
Any job worth doing is worth doing right.
exactly. So and apparently there's funding for the programs in the fall as well. But again, the information we got from Ford was may not have it next year. Depends on how much money they have available for the program as well, and how many dealerships and schools sign up for it, because interestingly enough, I've heard stories about some dealers that wanted to do it and would talk to one of the schools, and the school wasn't interested. And I'm like, that just doesn't really make a lot of sense. They want to give you money and you don't want it. Okay. Wasn't any of our local schools, it was dealers in another state. But so you never know.
Yeah, well, some they just don't want anything to do with business. They want, they don't
Yeah.
want to be tainted by dealing with businesses. So is it June 5th around the country? I'll ask Katie, see if she knows this. Is it just June 5th around the country, or is that
No,
just
everybody
your date?
chooses their own date. We chose that one because it was the one that would work the best for both Shazy as well as Riley Ford
And you.
and me. Yes. Yep.
So you said, I'll do this work if I can do it on June 5th.
That's right.
That's what you said. So.
Yep.
Did you know you were going to be doing this when you took this internship? Or?
Not originally. I found out on one of my first couple of days here. It was a project or a challenge, I should say, given to me, and I took the opportunity. I'm excited that I did.
What do you think you were going to be doing? Changing oil or?
No, we had talked about a couple of ideas and hadn't really decided on one specifically. So this came up and it ended up being the perfect opportunity for me to do as my internship.
All right. You could have had her change oil a couple of times.
Could have. Maybe we could still do that.
So
She can do it. I was gonna say she can get it done. She's that type of person. She can do it.
Okay. All right, anything else that we should add here that I'm not smart enough to ask?
No, I think we got it all.
We got it all? Okay, so we'll say it again. It's June 5th at Shazy Central Rural School. No strings attached. Tell your friends, your neighbors, after you've, or before you go to the St. Anne's Bazaar Parade in Moore's
Correct.
Forks,
Yeah.
where you can probably see Joy or Jane or somebody riding.
The, Ron and Janet.
Ron and Janet.
Because we have so many, because we need so many volunteers from the dealership, obviously, to go over and do the event with us as well. I talked to my dad about that. I said we need to be at the parade in Moore's Forks that day as well. How does that work for you? And he said, fantastic. So they'll be there.
All right, so before you go see Ron and Janet in the parade, come here or you can come here after, but spend a few dollars at their barbecue or on the grounds, then come here. There's no obligation. It's going to make $20 for the school, for Shazy Central Rural School. It's certainly a worthy project, and it could make up to $6,000 and possibly even $8,000 if you drive the new 2012.
Focus.
All right, so let's all focus and show up on June 5th.